checking for the line, and I'm putting this starting from 50, y and also 50, and x I'm ending this line at a 200, or let's say it is ending at 100, and this y to also 50. And if I do this line, you can see this line. If you want to change it from the 5, and if you just recheck it again, you can see this line. Same for the circle also, we can put some parameters here. So put it for the x is starting from, let's say, 150. This y is again 50, width 100, and height is also 100. And then select circle. We can see this circle getting drawn it here towards the next control of a panel. At this moment, we can see if I have compressed all this toolbox controls. So here you can see all the Windows forms, the common controls, containers, menu toolbox, data, components, printing, dialogues, grouped together. So now for this panel, if I check this panel is not available in the common user control. So that is based on the requirement. So I will just compress it and I'll expand all Windows forms. So here these controls are alphabetically ordered, like background worker, this binding navigation, BEP, and then all the controls which are starting from the C letters, checkbox, checklist box, color dialog. And so if I wanted to get the panel, I have to just little bit scroll down, and here I can see this panel. So enables you to group the collection of the controls. So just drag and drop it, this panel it here. It is kind of you can see this is like kind of dotted lines which is here, and we can change the properties for this panel as well. So just go to the properties, and this border style you can see it's none, so you can make like fixed single, so it is visible. So now I'm just moving this line related controls on this panel. So this panel we created for the line. Again, we have this another one which we created for the circle. And for this, if you wanted to pass the values for the circle as well, what we have to pass the x and y coordinates as well as the width and height. So here this additional width and height also we need along with the x and y. So same panel I have copy pasted, and here I am going to use this x2 as a width and a height to identify with that height. And for the x, instead of x1 x2, I just making it as a x and y coordinates for the circle. So we have to change this object name from here. So I'm going to change this txt as x, simply txt x, and here also as a txt y. So this is txt underscore y, so y value, and for the width and height txt w and txt h, txt w. Now for this group, one more label we can use here for making this separation. So this is for the circle, we can say circle parameters. So this is for the circle parameters, and one more in this line parameters. We have to write a code behind logic for the circle parameter as well. Now if you go in the code behind, so these parameters we have to change. So here again we are using this passing as a parameter as integer. So I'm using this convert dot to int, the code which we have written for this line, and passing to this one. So first point for this ellipse we have as a x, so I'm just using x, and second point which we have, second parameter which we have as a y, so I'm passing this y. Again I'm just taking to the next line so we can easy to read, and here we have this width, and here we have this as a height. So give us such a naming convention, so it will be easy for a developer to write a code behind logic for it. So we have passed this dynamically arguments for the line as well as ellipse. Now run, and first of all we'll be checking for the line, and I'm putting this starting from 50, y and also 50, and x I'm ending this line at a 200, or let's say it is ending at 100, and this y to also 50. And if I do this line, you can see this line. If you want to change it from the 5, and if you just recheck it again, you can see this line. Same for the circle also, we can put some parameters here. So put it for the x is starting from, let's say, 150. This y is again 50, width 100, and height is also 100. And then select circle, we can see this circle getting drawn it here.